watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unat Gentry. It is Thursday, May 25th, and welcome to the unofficial start of the Memorial Day holiday weekend. Well, in our top story, police arrest a man responsible for 2 separate car crashes. RJ Camacho reports.
On May 20th, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to Lakeside Casino for an alleged hit and run. A black pickup truck had allegedly struck the side of the casino and a vehicle. According to the declaration of arrest, dispatch advised that the same vehicle was just involved in another accident on East Gamebird Road and Vicky Ann Road as officers were en route to the casino. The reporting party of that incident stated that the driver of the black pickup truck was allegedly intoxicated. Upon arrival to Gamebird and Vicky Ann, officers made contact with suspect Joseph Hernandez. According to the declaration of arrest, Joseph's gait was unsteady, their speech slowed and slurred, and allegedly smelled of liquor. When asked by officers how much they had to drink, Joseph allegedly replied, "More than 0." Officers stated Joseph was unable to answer simple questions, but admitted to being the driver of the pickup truck. When asked where they were coming from, they allegedly admitted to crashing into the casino and vehicle at Lakeside Casino. According to the declaration of arrest, during a series of sobriety tests, Joseph was being walked to where the test would be conducted, but Joseph's gait was allegedly so unsteady he began to fall and had to be helped up by officers. After allegedly failing the sobriety tests, Joseph Hernandez was arrested and booked into the Nye County Detention Center under the charges of damaging an unattended vehicle or property, driving without an ignition interlock device, and driving under the influence.
In other local news, a Pahrump woman is arrested after throwing another woman to the ground and pulling that woman's hair. David Preston has that story.
Nye County Sheriff's Office responded to a report of a domestic battery. As deputies arrived on location, they spoke to all parties and discovered no domestic battery had actually occurred. As deputies got back into their vehicle to leave the scene, a woman approached the deputies' vehicle and stated that a suspect named Lexus Genovese just allegedly attacked her. According to the report, the woman victim told officers that Lexus grabbed her hair and threw her to the ground. Her left leg struck a metal bench swing, leaving a scratch. Officers did notice the scratch on the female victim, and her hair was out of place. Also, witnesses corroborated her statement. Officers then placed Lexus under arrest and was transported to the Nye County Detention Center. Lexus Genovese is being charged with domestic battery in the first degree.
Well, in other news, this Saturday is the 2023 Miss Pahrump pageant, and News 25 caught up with last year's Miss Pahrump for more details on this year's event.
So as Miss Pahrump, we do a lot of community service. We always love to give back to our town. So for my community service platform was literacy awareness. So what I did for my platform was I went to book drives, book readings, we passed out books at Halloween. We went to Carson City. We went to the Fall Fest. We did a whole lot of things this year. We really presented our town really well.
This year's pageant is on June 3rd on Saturday and is in the Saddle West showroom at 6:30.
For the pageant, there is a lot of categories. There is casual wear, formal wear, talent, question, and photogenic.
Thank you.
And if you can't make it to that pageant this weekend, there are lots of Memorial Day celebrations happening all throughout Southern Nevada. RJ Camacho is focusing on one happening in Henderson.
On May 29th, this coming Monday, the city of Henderson, along with its mayor, Michelle Romero, and city council, will be hosting a Memorial Day ceremony to honor the sacrifices of U.S. military service members at Cornerstone Park. During the ceremony, Mayor Romero will provide remarks along with special guest Colonel Jerry A. Brown, who is a congressional legislative liaison for 63rd Readiness Division, which is responsible for providing congressional and legislative support on behalf of the Chief Army Reserve to Army Reserve Commander of the 63rd Readiness Division. The Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Henderson Councilwoman Carrie Cox, and the national anthem is planned to be performed by Henderson Police Lieutenant Benson Harper. Furthermore, expect the Jack Schofield Cadet Squadron to provide a presentation of colors alongside the Emerald Isle Bagpipes, who will be giving a patriotic performance of Amazing Grace. The Gettysburg Address is planned to be recited as well by students from the Choral Academy of Science. The ceremony will be hosting more than 400 U.S. flags as a symbol of patriotism. Once more, this event will be held on May 29th, Memorial Day, and starts at 9 a.m. at Cornerstone Park in Henderson at 1600 Wigwam Parkway.
And speaking of major events this weekend, we're telling you everything you need to know about tomorrow's graduation at Pahrump Valley High School right after this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. And we have breaking news now into the News 25 studios about a major water main break here in Pahrump on Highway 160, just east of the Best Western. We have crews out there on the scene working to gather details on that story, and we'll bring you more later in this newscast. In other news, we caught up with the principal of Pahrump Valley High School, who's discussing the upcoming events for tomorrow night's benchmark 50th graduation ceremony.
Hi, I'm Desiree Velos, principal at Pahrump Valley High School, and I would like to just share with you a few pieces of information that will be helpful in attending the graduation ceremony. Pahrump Valley High School's 50th graduation is taking place tomorrow, May 26, 2023, beginning at 8 p.m. Graduates will have to report to the cafeteria at 6:30 p.m. to begin finalizing details, getting everything perfect in their cap and gown, and getting ready to line up to go out to the field. Gates will open at 6 p.m. for anybody that is coming to attend the graduation. We will have a metal detector and an x-ray machine at this graduation for the safety and security of everybody that's attending. The parking will be open. However, we definitely recommend that you get a spot early, as it will fill up quickly and you could have quite the walk if you don't get parking early. Something important is that we have field seating and we have seating in the stands. So the field seating, graduates actually received their tickets today during grad practice, and they get 4 tickets per graduate so that we are able to get as many people as we can on the field for each of the graduates. We have a graduating class of 286. 283 graduates have chosen to walk through for the graduation ceremony. So 4 tickets per graduate. There will be a double entrance, so people with tickets will go and sit on the field. Everything else will go to overflow. The bleachers do fill up again, and I definitely recommend that you give yourself some time to get in there. Gates will close at 7:45 p.m. for field seating. This is not because we want to cause anybody any tension, but instead we want to honor our graduates. So we do start with our graduates coming out right at 8 o'clock, and we want them to be honored. The people on the field will stand and honor them as they come in. And so anybody that comes after that 7:45 time will have to go into overflow seating in the bleachers. Professional pictures will be available for graduates, so families absolutely can take pictures and or video from wherever they are. However, for the entertainment of everyone, it is important to remain seated and do the best to take your photo or video from your seat. But the photographer will be there taking photos of your graduate that you can purchase after the ceremony. For diplomas, the graduates can come and pick up their diploma and senior packet or drop anything back after graduation the following week. So they'll actually check back into the main office. That information has to be picked up by the graduate unless other plans have been arranged. KPVM will also be recording the graduation, and those DVDs will be available for sale after the graduation. So you can actually come and reserve that DVD, and it will be made available to you. At the end of the graduation this year, we will have fireworks. So this is going to be a short explosion of fun for the graduates, but we just want anybody to be aware that might be concerned with loud noises to just, that the fireworks are going to take place behind the stage, behind the graduates, so there will be nothing behind the spectators. But we want to have you be aware for your safety and security that that's going to take place. Graduation is a great time for ritual. It's a great time to celebrate and take in the moments, and that's exactly what we want to have for our graduates as well as the people that are attending. So please come out to a wonderful, safe, secure graduation event.
Congratulations to the class of 2023. In other news from across Nevada, the Department of Transportation Freeway Service Patrol has tips for us now on summer driving. Mikey Ruhan gives us that information.
Nevada Department of Transportation's Freeway Service Patrol is offering tips to prepare vehicles for summer driving during the summer months. NDOT's Freeway Service Patrol sees an average 20% increase in roadway incidents and disabled vehicles on the side of the freeway, often because drivers do not take proper steps to prepare vehicles for warmer weather. NDOT's Freeway Service Patrol anticipates responding to more than 650 freeway incidents on Las Vegas and Reno interstates over the Memorial Day holiday alone. NDOT officials said drivers can reduce the chance of freeway incidents by preparing their vehicles for summer driving. Tips to prepare for warm weather driving include: pack extra water bottles. They can provide hydration and can be used for cooling down an overheated engine, washing hands, and more. Check tire pressure and tread. Be familiar with your vehicle's spare tire and tire repair accessories. Check vehicle brakes, batteries, cables, filters, oil level, and all other fluid levels, hoses and belts. Check vehicle lights, including headlights, brake lights, backup lights, tail lights, parking lights, and turn signals. Check windshield wipers. Be ready for summer showers by checking and replacing wiper blades if needed. Share the road. Warmer weather brings more motorcyclists, bicyclists, and pedestrians to Nevada roads. Ensure your vehicle has sufficient fuel. During hot summer months, Freeway Service Patrol operators see an increase in vehicles stranded on the roadside after running out of gas. Stay safe and enjoy your Memorial Day holiday weekend.
Speaking of road safety, as we go to break, we're reminding you that we're bringing you more details on that water main break that's currently flooding parts of 160 when we return.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Now we have more information regarding the breaking news that we told you about earlier in this newscast. It is a water main break and a sinkhole on Highway 160 in front of Blackjack's Fireworks. And that sinkhole is approximately 16 feet wide. Water is shut off currently to all businesses and residents in the area, including the hospital. And we will continue to gather information and update you on this story on our KPVM News 25 Facebook page and on our next newscast. Now, if you're looking to stock up and have fun for your Memorial Day weekend, when you're looking for food, come out to make sure that you're having fun at Backyard Butchers over at Tractor Supply, because News 25 and Ace Country Radio is going to meet you there.
Hello, Pahrump. Ace Country Radio and KPVM News 25 will be at Backyard Butchers this Saturday, May 27th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Backyard Butchers is located at the Tractor Supply Company, 900 Highway 372 in Pahrump. Look for the big white truck in the parking lot. You can stock up and save on bulk meat specials on beef, chicken, and seafood. And you can even register to win a steak variety pack valued at $300. Check out Backyard Butchers online at backyardbutchers.com. They accept cash, credit, debit, and EBT is accepted. So come on out to the Backyard Butchers event with Ace Country Radio and News 25.
And after you stock up on that great food, you're probably looking to fire up the grill next for this Memorial Day weekend. And if you are, registered dietitian Alexis Supan with Cleveland Clinic has some tips for you to avoid foodborne illnesses whenever you're cooking out.
I would say wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. That is most important. And then keep any kind of meats or raw items separate from your vegetables so there's no cross-contamination. And then be sure to put that food away when you're done enjoying it. I know cookouts, a lot of times we like to socialize. Don't let the food sit out for those long periods while you're hanging out with friends and family.
Supan stresses that everyone preparing the food needs to wash their hands, especially before and after handling raw meat. Using classic soap and water is best. Also, thoroughly cleaning cutting boards and surfaces that come into contact with raw meat before using them for anything else. When grilling, make sure juices from the meats you're cooking aren't dripping onto other items. Remember to cook meat to a safe temperature, but don't overcook it. Charring it can produce cancer-causing chemicals. After cooking, Supan says, it's crucial to not let cooked food sit out on a hot day for over 1 hour, and no more than 2 hours at room temperature. And what's the best way to store those leftovers?
So my best tip for storing leftovers is to store them in a glass or ceramic airtight container. If you do that, then they can be good up to 3 to 4 days in your refrigerator. Now, the reason I suggest glass or ceramic is because if you're putting any fattier foods like a sausage into a plastic container, especially if it's kind of recently off the grill and it's hot, it can actually react with those plastics.
Medical experts also say grilling can be a healthy alternative to other cooking methods, but it all depends on what you're making. So instead of grilling up a sausage or hot dogs, a marinated chicken breast or salmon fillet are healthier options.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a live look outside and see what's softly breezing through for this early Memorial Day weekend forecast. We see scattered clouds, but it's a beautiful day. Closer look at those.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios worldwide on the local BTV app, the app you should know about by now. And in Fernley, it's 76 degrees. We got 78 in Fallon. Carson City saw 74, but not quite the cool spot. No, that would be Tonopah. I think that's 2 days running. Congratulations, 73 degrees. It's 75 out in Goldfield. Beatty is sweating it out at 85 degrees. 90 in Amargosa is the hot spot in the state today, and Las Vegas, very nice poolside at 88 degrees. Death Valley, well, it's triple digits, but it's the cool part of triple digits. It's 101. Nice. All right, here in the Paradise Prump, let's take a look. 86 degrees. That's our current temperature. 87 just a little bit earlier. And sun rose this morning. It was all its glory and promise and hope of a new day. We saw it come up at 5:30 a.m. with puppy feeding. It was awesome. And it's setting this evening. Let's look for that. Another puppy feeding at about 7:51. Low tonight, 58 degrees. Clear skies tonight. Beautiful star watching as we head on into the week and the rest of the Memorial Day weekend. What do we see? Sun shining on me Friday and Saturday. Temperatures hugging the upper 80s and low 90s pretty much through the entire week. Get a little bit of cloud cover come Sunday. Monday, a great day to wave a flag in the breeze at 14 miles per hour and keep that flag flying for the rest of the week. Why not? The wind's not really backing off throughout the week, but nice temperatures, upper 80s, low 90s, not too much wind. It sounds like another day in paradise. All right, back to the desk. Here's Unette Gentry.
Thanks so much, John. And fortunately, there will be beautiful weather this Memorial Day weekend and Monday for Memorial Day observations. Everyone out there, please have a safe and blessed Memorial Day, and rest in peace to the queen of rock and roll, Tina Turner, and to football legend and human rights activist Jim Brown. Thanks for joining us. I'm Unette Gentry. Good night.